are following it. That's it, because they're doing no research.
The beautiful thing about if you guys sit down is that it definitely proves how zombified your congregation is. They don't want to do any research. They just want some easy throw up answer that doesn't have any type of substance to it. Athan, the breakdown was wrong.
Wrong, man.
It sounded good when you don't analyze it.
When you don't know.
And when you don't know nothing, when you immediately just take the westernized ideas of the months and times and incorporate it into the scripture, but when you're taking yourself back and you're trying to understand it fully on a scriptural level, it doesn't make sense. Let's read it.
If I can say this, that you wonder why we call the elders and us call you guys zombies. You know, nobody stood up and was like, wait a minute, what's up with that calendar?
Yeah.
Why is the first day of the month in the middle of the week?
Yeah.
Somebody at least be like, wait a minute, I don't understand that.
When did that start? When did that start? How did you come up with that? Like, Kimmy, can I get some more answers
They
to
ain't
that?
gotta stop. They just gotta, what's up with that? They don't make sense.
If I can say this, when did the days start becoming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
But even if they just numbered the days, even if you do go with day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way through day 7, that's fine.
Right.
You okay? Take the names away. It's not Wednesday, it's day 3. Right. When did that start, and how did that be incorporated into the lunar calendar that we have, man? You recognize that the new moon starts the months. When did that start flexing up in there, man? Huh? Okay, let's read that.
Matthew 27, verse 56. And among which Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Joseph and the mother of Zebedee's children, when the even was come, there was a rich man of Arimathea named Joseph, who also himself was Yahushua's disciple. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Yahushua. Then Pilate commanded the body to be delivered. And when Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his own new tomb, which he had hewn out in the rock. And he rolled a great stone to the door of the sepulchre and departed. And there was Mary Magdalene and the other Mary sitting over against the sepulchre. Now on the next day that
because they was there preparing with preparation, not the preparation of the day, because that was for the Sabbath, but talking about when they cleaned the body, they helped do all that.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Now the next day that followed the day of preparation, the chief priests and Pharisees came together unto Pilate, saying, Sir, we remember that the deceiver said, while he was yet alive, after 3 days I will rise again. Command therefore that the sepulchre be made sure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples come by night and seal him away.
So the scribes and the Pharisees, the chief priest was like, this dude said that he was gonna rise in 3 days. We need to watch these niggas, man, because they gonna try to come get the body up out of there.
Yeah.
We need to have somebody to keep this place secure, man, so nobody come in from there and say, look, he rose. He is the Son of God. Right. All right, go ahead.
And say to the people, he has risen from the dead, so the last era shall be worse than the first. Pilate said unto them, ye have a watch, go your way, make it as sure as ye can.
Yeah, so he gave them a watch, man. So there were people watching the sepulchre, wasn't it? The scripture said it. Keep reading.
So they went and made the sepulchre sure, sealing the stone and set in a watch. Chapter 28, verse 1. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn towards the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre.
Where are the people that were supposed to stand watch?
Right.
Where are they? Why are they not on post? Because a whole week had passed, man. The time of those 3 days of him being dead and risen had passed, so they had gave up the watch. They gave up the watch by the time they came to see the Lord. It was a week had passed, man. Oh, yeah, I guess this nigga's dead. They gave up their post because time had passed, man. It didn't say that he rose on this day that they came to see him.
Right.
On the 18th day that you want to talk about. They didn't come see him until the 22nd. You see? You're making assumptions within the scriptures, man. They would have been on watch because they were told to be on watch to see what would have happened. Okay? Y'all never made mention of that.
Right.
They don't make mention of nothing.
Y'all never made mention of that. The soldiers weren't on watch because a week had passed. They went through the Feast of Unleavened Bread. That's why it said the Sabbath had ended.
Yep.
That's why I said the Sabbath had ended, man. Yep. Because the Feast of Unleavened Bread had finished, man. Okay?
If I can, you guys are the ultimate clowns. You don't keep reading the lines and the precepts, so you'll skip over a certain point or avoid a certain point to try to make your ridiculous doctrine sound.
Yeah, we have to accept your ridiculous assumptions.
Come on.
Now I'll give y'all, everybody, within the scriptures, there's points and things that have to be done, like knowing that America is Babylon.
Right.
It don't say America's Babylon. It don't say the white man is Esau. There's things that you have to understand and extrapolate on and get to understand. The Spirit got to be dealing with you, man.
It don't say, you claim Judah, it don't say Judah's the Negro. It don't say Judah is the Negro.
Yeah, it don't say that.
It doesn't specify the nuclear bombs in the scripture.
Yeah, it doesn't say ICBMs are going to fall and destroy America.
Right.
It doesn't say any of those things, man. Okay? So there's an understanding that has to happen. Now you recognize, let's go back to 1 Samuel. Was it 1 Samuel 20?
Like 8.
Read that, because I just want to make this quick. Yes, we're going to read this to you scoffers. Read it.
1 Samuel 20:18. Then Jonathan said to David, tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty.
Right, so David and Jonathan had an agreement that David was going to go hide field when the new moon meal came in to see how Saul was going to act at his absence. And if he got mad, that would confirm that, okay, he did want to put me to death. All right? Go ahead.
And when thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself when the business was in hand, and shalt remain by the stone Ezel.
Skip down. Yeah, call it and read it.
1 Samuel 20:24. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat. And the king sat upon his seat, as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean.
Yes, for some reason he's unclean today. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to come to eat. Because the new moon is likened into a Sabbath.
Man.
That's proof right there. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month.
On the morrow, which is the second day of the month. The new moon is the first day of the month, and you count from there. You count from there. What's his name again?
Done.
You count from there, Athan.
Jimmy. They call that nigga Jimmy.
All right? Athan with the wire glasses and the Jordans. You count from the new moon.
How do you get how does your month, how does the beginning of the month land in the middle of the week?
The Spirit is telling me he'd be wearing the hell out of Jordans.
But at what point are they going to break it down? At what point are they going to break down that the weekly Sabbath is not dictated by the new moon? We are waiting on the breakdown.
Yeah.
You know?
And to thoroughly go and show your calendar, how you came up with your days, how you put it all together, because you know Esau be lying. So I know the great, glorious Nate, righteous, lawful Nate has diligently gone through it with you, Athan, and got a calendar, man. How did you come up with the new moon and then it was the third day of the week?
I got a question too.
Go ahead.
Hey, because we use the sun for times, right? We're in the ancient world, but now we got a modern day clock. So what was the moon used for? The moon was used, it used to measure days, it measured the months, measured the year. It was used to measure the times like that.
Yeah.
Because the sun broke down each hour.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It broke down each hour.
Minutes and hour.
You had the sundial, which broke down each hour.
And yep, that's exactly right, man. And then you can also use the position of the stars for the seasons. That's right. But the chief instrument to give you a time of when you see that full moon in the sky, you know you're in the middle of a month.
And that's the spirit too, because for the past Sabbaths, just about this entire year, the day after the Sabbath, when you look up, it's a full moon.
Well, because it's on the 15th day.
Exactly.
It's on the 15th day.
Which is the middle of the month.
Which is the middle of the month is when you will have a full moon.
And through the spirit, it falls on that when Great Millstone keeps their Sabbath according to the scriptures. That's what we see this guy.
That's all we're saying, man. And if you don't agree with it, hey. But
it's the proper breakdown.
You know, if you don't agree with it,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? Hey, the Lord died the night of the Passover. He was buried. He was in the ground. Rose. Mary Magdalene and all them didn't come see him until the first of the month. That's why the troop wasn't there watching the temple.
It surpassed the modern
days had passed, man.
Oh man, if I could say this brother just said it, bro. Inside Knowledge just said it. You start out your sit down by using the word heretic in the definition, and it says there one who leaves the way it's worded is one who leaves your faith or what you teach. Right. Nigga, we was never with you.
He's a heretic.
You're a damn heretic. You the one that left to teach this bullshit.
He brought the name out for an hour and 30 minutes, man.
Yep.
Going all into that
Going
thing.
deep into the name.
So who's the real heretic?
Yeah, you a damn
You cast off the name of Yah Bashim Yahushua.
Yep.
But he talking about COINTELPRO. Ain't that a conspiracy, man?
Exactly. Why the hell?
Ain't that a conspiracy?
Ain't that a conspiracy?
Good point.
Yeah, I thought you believed
Very good point, man.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But these niggas in COINTELPRO.
Exactly.
They study too damn much.
Good point.
Why would I be in COINTELPRO? I'm gonna live this whack, boring life. But I'm in the world in COINTELPRO just to be on the street corner getting spit on. Losing.
That's for those zombies, though.
Come on.
They use that for those zombies.
Yeah, it's all buzzwords and stuff.
COINTELPRO.
Really?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I might have to make a video and mash that up. The conspiracy theory and then the COINTELPRO. Just mash that up.
That is stupid.
Come on.
It's stupid and it's ridiculous. And why the hell did you get up dancing and being all happy like that when you didn't prove nothing?
They didn't prove nothing. That's you know. And then all of these guys that's been wanting to say something to GMS but never had the balls. Now they think that we on the ropes.
Yeah.
So to speak. So now they coming out. You got random niggas coming out with madness. One nigga said that the 2/3 ain't gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
You know, you got other niggas saying all types of madness that a woman has to be 60 years old before you have sex with her.
What?
Yeah. I mean, they said the flower of her age means that she has to have experienced life.
They use
in the prime of her life.
Have kids, but she still want to marry.
If I can say, not to deviate from the subject, just a real quick point. They try to use that in Timothy where it says, "Let not a widow be taken under the under age of 30. They try to use that to say that you gotta wait till she's at least 60 before you can deal with her.
I got this about the new moon.
Y'all just be coming up with all types of things.
Thank you.
Leviticus 23 and 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month. Now if you notice, it always says the 15th, the 1st, the 8th, the 15th. Why? Because those are Sabbaths. But,
because you have the new moon, which is the first day. You have the 8th, which is the weekly Sabbath. 15th weekly Sabbath. 22nd weekly Sabbath. Okay? 29th and then the new moon. It's not that hard, man. Just tighten up them Jordans and get with it, man.
When ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath. That's the first day of the month. And on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. So that's the weekly Sabbath right there, man.
It shows you.
It shows you in the scriptures. Y'all keep asking us to show you how the new moon dictates the Sabbath, and when we do it, you don't want to hear it, man.
They want us to say it like they say it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Okay? That's the breakdown, man. And you got a lot of assumptions within that breakdown that y'all did. First of all, like I said, You recognize that the new moon was the first day of the month, but magically it's the third day of the week. Prove that.
Or if the new moon ain't the first day of the month, prove what was.
Prove what was. Where do you start your year, and how did you delineate that?
Yep. Or was there two calendars?
You know?
One for the moon and then another for the weeks?
Yep. And in the scripture, we don't believe what y'all believe. So we didn't say Mary Magdalene came on Sunday to come see the Lord. That wasn't the first day of the week when the Lord had rose, man. We saying that they didn't come until well after he rose. That's why the guys wasn't holding posts. They had gave up on that post because time had passed.
No natural man could surpass those days, so they left.
And y'all stop, man. Just, hey, man.
Go play with your grandkids, man.
Yeah, you got that.
Raccoons hibernate. Bears hibernate. He always come with some stupid ass point, like, and everybody is quiet, and really everybody out you guys see is like, what the hell is he talking about?
He like their grandpa always telling stories. Like,
Yeah, no one. Oh, he finna say something. But they got respect for their elders, so they let him talk.
Yeah.
But really, he shouldn't talk because you see now, man. You see now.
Yeah, he out of there.
All right? Come on over here. Let me tell you something. Back when I was 18, I walked 10 miles to go to school.
and then y'all leave it back.
Hey, if you want to show the
Both
video,
ways.
That's the nigga who'll give you $20 and tell you to bring back 8 packs of chicken, man.
Yeah, man.
I want you to bring back 8 packs of chicken. Just a stupid nigga, man.
hey, if you want to show
You need to just shut down, man. Just let a done
Just a
ASAP.
dummy, man. Y'all out of there, man.
And that woman, Levi the Benjamite dude talk, man. You don't need to talk. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. And I'm just being honest with you, bro, because I be listening.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and this brother, when we listen to y'all video, we really be considering what y'all saying.
Yeah, we consider.
We sat down and listened and was like, hey man, let's see what he got to say. Let's see if he can make some good points. He made some good points. But then when you study the scripture, that's off, man. You guys don't got it, man, because the spirit's not dealing with you. You think your intellect is the spirit. You think your intellect, what's the name again? You think your intellect is the spirit, and it's not, man. You be going off, man. Okay?
Because first we need you, before we go any further, which you're not going to do, we need you to tell us what dictates the first day of the month. Once we establish that, then we can go on. If you say the new moon, then we would need you to show us Saturday sundown, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown Sabbath.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yep.
Prove that.
Yep. And they get mad because we say, okay, prove somewhere in the scripture where you have a new moon, and then 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days later, you have a Sabbath. It's not in there. But there's tons of provable points where you have the 8th, 15th being Sabbaths.
Right.
And the new moon is the beginning of the month. So it makes sense to us.
Yeah, we proved that.
Then all these are now don't come with no information, no books and stuff. Just the scripture.
but you went to a calendar.
Just the scripture. Now that's y'all excuse,
You
man.
went to a calendar.
Now we go and find all this information where people have done research on the topic and talk about those ancient times. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Y'all are a bunch of mean men. Base, average ass. Y'all just want to coast through this reality. You don't want to get deep.
That's right.
Yeah. You don't want to really get into it.
And you don't want to see life outside of America.
Okay? And y'all don't have no victory. Y'all are not winning.
Deeper in the hole.
Yeah, they tried to bring out that scripture in Ecclesiastes, be not a minus of reading of many books, but we got sit down after sit down after sit down after sit down on the topic going through the scriptures, man.
Yep.
Going through the scriptures on. We're not bringing out no other books in a lot of those sit downs, man. We're going to the scriptures, man. You going to GMS in the Spirit, the brothers going scripture by scripture, man. And y'all have yet to address any of the questions that we've asked y'all about the Shabbat, about the months, how they're dictated. You know, y'all try to weasel around and slander our name, talking about us want to have sex with 12-year-old girls and shit like that. When that's not the point we're making. The point is that you can't keep all the laws in Esau society. Y'all don't ever want to bring that up, man. Y'all don't ever want to address the actual topic, man.